Good evening, East Alabama. This is the Locker Room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. I'm Namath Pitts. Welcome in on this Friday afternoon. We've officially made it to the end of the week. We have got a jam-packed show for you guys today with a lot of great local content. We're going to have highlights of the Donoho Falcons' second round of the state playoffs in baseball series against Whitesburg Christian. We also have highlights of the Cleburne County Tigers soccer senior night for both the boys and girls. And then we're going to recap all the action from yesterday, all 6 playoff games featuring local teams in baseball, as well as softball senior nights as area tournaments get started up for softball this weekend. Hey, I hope that you have had a great week so far. Hope we can finish strong. I want to remind you to hit that like and follow button on our East Alabama Now page so that you do not miss the Locker Room. We're here every weekday, Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Also, do not forget, our East Alabama Now news is tonight at 6:30 p.m. Mike Stedham and Katie Edwards will have your local news. John Holder has your local weather, and I will bring you your sports as we talk about a coach that has reached 800 career wins. One heck of an accomplishment. Hey, we start our show every day outside of Thursday due to there not being games on Wednesday with our EAN scoreboard. And so we're going to pick back up with our EAN scoreboard today, and we are going to talk baseball action. We have all the scores from the second round of the state playoffs that took place last night. Unfortunately, it was not a good night for the Donoho Falcons as they see their season come to an end. Matter of fact, there was not a lot of positives. I guess if you had to find one, it would be in the 5th inning of Game 1 when Peyton Webb and Hayes Farrell both hit back-to-back home runs, which made it a 2-run game. However, Whitesburg Christian responded with 6 runs in the next inning and took a 12-4 lead. It was a shutout in Game 2, 13-0 in 5 innings. Donoho will lose 3 seniors to graduation, Peyton Webb, Blake Sewell, and Richard Goad, all of who played a significant role in the success of Donoho. But the Falcons see their season come to an end in the second round of the state playoffs. Another team that saw their season come to an end was one that not many people saw coming. In a shocking turn of events, unranked Fayette County has basically ended the top-ranked Piedmont Bulldogs season. They outscored them 22-3 in the second round of the playoffs. In the first game, Landon Lowe led the charge, driving in 5 runs with 2 hits. Fayette County scored in every inning except the 3rd inning. Hollis Strawbridge and Harrison Unger contributed 2 RBIs each. Cooper Sanford gave up just 3 hits and 1 run over 5 innings. He struck out 4 batters to get the 12-2 victory. In the second game, Fayette County maintained that dominance. They had 10 runs on 10 hits. Piedmont had 4 errors. Landon Lowe and Harrison Unger each drove in 2 runs, while Braden Unger contributed 3 hits. Harrison Unger pitched the entire game, allowing only 4 hits and 1 run, while striking out 9 as Fayette County upsets Piedmont in 2 games. But although 2 teams from Calhoun County lost, 1 team advanced to the state quarterfinals, and that was the top-ranked Alexandria Valley Cubs, who swept Lawrence County up in Moulton. And let me talk about the dominance of Alexandria. In the first game, Andrew Allen had a strong performance. He struck out 9 batters. He allowed 3 runs. 2 of those were earned. Only gave up 5 hits, 4 walks, though. Got to get the walks down before you play a team like Sardis next week. He pitched 6 in the 3rd innings. Samuel Henniger closed out the game, getting the last 2 outs with a strikeout and a walk. Offensively, though, you got to look at Aiden Bruner. He had a home run. You have Braid Good, Samuel Henniger, and Eli Barnes all had home runs. Bruner had a standout performance. He went 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Good was 1 for 2 with 3 RBIs, and Henniger had 3 RBIs. Then you look at Barnes. He had a homer in his 4 at-bats, collecting 2 RBIs. For Lawrence County, they were led by Parker Frost. He was 2 for 3 with a solo home run. Ryder McGregory was 2 for 3 with an RBI, and Noah Dutton had a single. Caden Norwood took the loss. In Game 2, Trip Patterson threw a perfect game in the first round of the state playoffs. He was outstanding last night. Struck out 14 Lawrence County batters, and he only gave up 1 hit. He walked 3, but he obviously didn't give up anything there. Offensively, Ian Cartwright was 2 for 3 with an RBI. Ty Brown drove in a run, going 1 for 2 at the plate. And Evan Snow went 2 for 2 for Alexandria. Lawrence County had 1 hit, and it came from Noah Dutton, and Parker Frost took the loss on the mound. Let's move to Class 1A, I should say. Talk about Coach Boyd's Coosa Christian Conquerors. In Game 1, Coosa Christian starter John David Justice went 7 innings for the win, giving up 3 hits and 1 earned run. He had 8 strikeouts, only 1 walk. Brody Nelson had a double with a run scored and an RBI. Edwards had an RBI. Cleto Bryant had a hit and stole a base. Radley May scored a run, had a single, and Keith Johnson had an RBI. Addison starter Lake went 7 innings but did take the loss. He gave up 4 hits, 2 earned runs with 3 strikeouts and a walk. In Game 2, Coosa Christian started Nelson on the mound. Nelson went 7 innings with 3 earned runs, 6 hits, 1 walk, and 13 strikeouts as Coosa Christian ends up getting the win over Addison 3-2. They sweep Addison and move on to the quarterfinals where they will play Appalachian. Let's move to Whitesburg Christian and Colbert County. In Game 1, 5 Whitesburg Christian players got a hit. Brody Johnson got a hit, scored a run. Brody Blevins got a hit. Dylan Rainey went 1 for 2 with a hit, a walk, and an RBI. Brady Carden scored a run. Jacob Maples had a hit and an RBI, and Cameron Carden had a hit. Dylan Rainey pitched a complete game. He had 10 strikeouts as Westbrook got the shutout in Game 1. In Game 2, Brody Blevins had a hit and scored a run. Brady Carden went 2 for 3 with a run and an RBI. Jacob Maples had a hit and a walk. William Chadwick drew a walk. Noah Wright had a perfect day in Game 2, went 3 for 3 with an RBI and a run. Bo Kilgo got a hit, RBI, scored a run, and Cameron Carden drew a walk. On the mound, it was Braden Kay. He pitched a complete game for Westbrook, giving up only 4 hits, 2 runs, and he struck out 10 batters. Finally, Etowah, the defending 4A state champions. I got to tell you, we talked with Coach Blake Bone earlier this week. He was worried about having to go on the road to face Corner in the second round of the playoffs for the second year in a row. Last year, Etowah swept Corner in 2 games. This year, Corner returned the favor and swept Etowah in 2 games as Corner wins Game 1 5-4 and wins Game 2 9-1 as Corner advances to the state quarterfinals. That is all the scores from last night. The Oxford Yellow Jackets are playing tonight at Buckhorn. Southside is at home tonight against Springville, and that will wrap up our local teams that are playing in the second round of the state playoffs. Last night, though, we did see some senior nights happen for softball before the area tournaments got started. So let's get back to the scoreboard for EAN, and let's take a look at the softball action. Let's start with Rachel Smith's Piedmont Bulldogs. Ava Pope and Kayla Brothers both had a home run. Savannah Smith had a stellar pitching performance. She gave up 5 hits, but had a shutout with 10 strikeouts. Both Brothers and Pope had 2 RBIs as well. Additionally, Carson Young and J.C. Glover each had an RBI as Piedmont got the 6-0 win over Cherokee County. Let's talk about Coach Ashley and the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. They played Mumford last night. Mumford Lions were led by Taylor Marlowe last night. She went 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Emma Gaithert had a great showing as well. Went 2 for 4, drove in an RBI. Jenna Gaither and Ashlyn Bishop each had a single and an RBI. On the mound, though, it was Emma Gaither. She got the win, allowing 4 hits and 3 earned runs while striking out 7. For Jacksonville, they did have some bright spots in the midst of the loss. Tia Evans hit a double, drove in 2 RBIs. Keasia Williams was 2 for 3 with an RBI, but Jacksonville ultimately falls to Mumford 6-3. For Ohatchee and West End, they played last night to gear up for the area tournament. Savannah Reese hit a double, driving in a team-high 2 runs for Ohatchee. Ellie Carden and Mackenzie Luna each contributed to the scoreboard as well with an RBI. Luna, Riley Meyer, Lexi Thomas, and Tabby Davison each had a hit for Ohatchee, but it would be West End that got the win 5-4. Last night, the Oxford Yellow Jackets and Pleasant Valley Raiders went head-to-head. Berkeley Mooney had a great day offensively, going 2 for 4 with a home run and 3 RBIs. Ashton Burns had a great day as well. Went 3 for 3 with a triple, a double, 2 runs, and 3 RBIs. Jayla Jackson also had a perfect day, going 3 for 3, had a triple run and an RBI. She also was the winning pitcher. She allowed 8 hits and 2 earned runs while striking out 4 batters. Deja Wilson was 2 for 4 with a double and 2 runs. But for Pleasant Valley, still not playing their best ball yet. But Madison Cromer went 2 for 3, had a double, a run, RBI. Gracie Ward, 2 for 4 with an RBI, and Lily Henry as well hit a triple as Oxford got the win 9-5. It was senior night for Coach Fulmer and the Weaver Bearcats. McKenna Holmesley went 2 for 3 with 2 runs and 3 RBIs. Kinley Fulmer had a stellar pitching performance, throwing a 3-hitter, only gave up 3 hits, had 6 strikeouts. Sydney Bitzer and Alana Cooper each drove in 2 runs. Bitzer was 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and scored 3 runs. And Jaden Smith had a impact as well. She hit a single, scored 2 runs, and drove in 1 RBI as Weaver got the shutout win 15-0. In the final game from last night, it was senior Mayani Burton, who had an outstanding game for the Sacs Wildcats. She went 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs. As Sacs got its second straight win to conclude the regular season, they will now play Piedmont in the area tournament. Kaylee Miller and Adriana Stevens both went 3 for 4. AJ Twyman also went 3 for 4 as Sacs got the win over Ranburne 12-4. So that is all the action from yesterday in softball as well. Hey, we talked a little bit about Donoho and Whitesburg Christian. It wasn't a good showing for Donoho, but we do have the highlights, and we'll show you those highlights when we come back as we continue on the Locker Room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
Can I home make pancakes, Dad?
Of course, buddy. I absolutely love these cabinets we have here in our showroom. And as much as you like these right here, the options on this kitchen over here, I think you're going to... For real, Randall?
I love this kitchen.
Let's do a kitchen makeover in your home.
Fair enough.
Seriously, guys?
We made you one.
Okay. We ought to do this more often.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
Ted's Floors and Beyond brings you the Locker Room each and every day. Ted's Floors and Beyond has all your flooring needs, whether it's hardwood, laminate, carpet, tile, or luxury vinyl. They have it for you right there at Ted's. You can go by their showroom there in Anniston. You can pick out what you like, want, and need, and they can do it right there at Ted's. Also, they've got their partnership with Cleburne Cabinet and will offer you a complete kitchen or bath makeover. That includes cabinets, countertops, flooring, backsplashes, or tile showers. They can get it done there at Ted's Floors and Beyond. And now they offer you work on your outdoor space, whether it's an outdoor kitchen, patio, or living space. They have specially made outdoor tiles and stones that can enhance your outdoor experience. Go by and see them today at their showroom in Anniston on Highway 431, right before you get to Sachs Elementary School, or visit them online at shopteds.com. That is shopteds.com. Ted's Floors and Beyond brings you the Locker Room. We continue on this Friday afternoon. I spent my Thursday afternoon out at Donoho, where the Falcons hosted the second round of the state playoffs. And so, with further ado, let's get to the highlights from Donoho. And so let's go out for Game 1. So we're going to start with the Game 1 highlights. Donoho hosting the second round of the state playoffs at home. Their opposing team will be Whitesburg Christian, who is coming off a sweep over Fayetteville. Now we go to our visit before the game with Donoho head coach Steve Gendron and Whitesburg Christian head coach Chris Talaga. Meeting before the game, I apologize if I mispronounced that name. Blake Sewell gets the Game 1 start for the Falcons of Donoho. Blake Sewell is senior. All right, here we go. It's going to be Andrew Summers at the plate. He's going to hit a ground ball to Peyton Webb, but Peyton Webb cannot get the throw to first base in time, so Andrew Summers is going to be safe. This time, Luke Holbrook at the plate for Whitesburg Christian. He's going to hit a ground ball to Sam Montgomery, who fields it and tags the bag for the out. This time, Blake Sewell gets Ryan Kretz to strike out swinging. Now Evan Dodd at the plate. He's going to hit a screamer right back to Blake Sewell, who catches it for the out as Donoho gets out of a jam in the first inning. Luke Holbrook gets the Game 1 start for Whitesburg Christian, so he's going to be on the mound. In Game 1, Kai Kleckler is going to get hit by a pitch, and that's going to put the first 2 batters on base for Donoho. They've got something cooking in the first inning with a runner on second and first with no outs. But Blake Sewell is going to hit a ground ball to Caleb Robinson, who's going to field it, and he's going to throw it to first base for the out. This time, Peyton Webb at the plate. He's going to hit a fly ball to center field to Andrew Summers, who does a good job of keeping the base runner from tagging up. And all of a sudden, there are 2 outs, no runs across the plate for Donoho. And then Luke Holbrook is going to get Hayes Farrell to strike out looking with runners on third and second. This time, Blake Sewell is going to strike out Brooks Cochran on a check swing. Andrew Summers now back at the plate. He's going to hit a fly ball to right field that is caught by Richard Goad. Sam Montgomery this time going to strike out looking for Donoho. And that's going to bring us back to Broderick McCauley, and he hits a popper over to third base, and Caleb Robinson makes an incredible catch diving into foul territory. That ends the threat for Donoho. Speaking of Caleb Robinson, here he is right here. He hits this one into the outfield, and it is going to score Luke Holbrook from first base. You see him going around third into home as Whitesburg Christian is going to take the lead. As Caleb Robinson puts one out into the outfield. This time, Tate Walker is going to get hit by a pitch. I'm going to give a few words to the pitcher, unnecessary there, but he's going to hit this. He's going to get hit by a pitch and take his base. And now all of a sudden, Coach Steve Gendron has to take a mound visit to try to calm down his defense. Blake Sewell, though, responds by getting Evan Dodd to strike out swinging. And then Benjamin Pugh is going to pop it up to Blake Sewell, and Donoho gets out of the jam by only giving up one run. Now Luke Holbrook back on the mound. He's going to get Kai Kleckler to strike out looking. Peyton Webb now up to bat for Donoho. He's going to get a base hit to left field. And Donoho all of a sudden has runners on second and first with 2 outs in the third inning. And that is going to spark Whitesburg Christian head coach Chris Talaga to take a mound visit and try to calm down his defense with 2 outs. Right after that, though, Luke Holbrook's going to throw it into the outfield, and that is going to advance the runner to third base. Donoho now has somebody just 90 feet away. But Luke Holbrook bounces back and gets Hayes Farrell to strike out swinging as Whitesburg Christian gets out of the jam. This time now, Donoho has base runners in the 4th inning, but Marcus Lawler is going to ground out to Benjamin Pugh, who tosses it to the closest bag for the out. We are now going into the 5th inning, and this is where things go downhill for Donoho. Sewell starts the inning by getting Tate Walker to strike out swinging, but then all the damage comes with 2 outs. Chase Utley hits one to left field, and that's going to score a run. And then right after this, miscommunication by Donoho is going to score more for Whitesburg Christian, and that is going to spark Steve Gendron to have to make a pitching change, and William Cash Worley is going to come on to pitch for Donoho. He's going to be greeted by Luke Holbrook, and Luke Holbrook greets him with a base hit into center field that puts a runner on third base for Whitesburg Christian. I told you things are about to get out of hand. This time, Caleb Robinson is going to be at the plate. He's going to hit a pop-up to Blake Sewell, but ultimately Whitesburg Christian hangs 4 on Donoho in the 5th. It is now a 5-0 lead for Whitesburg Christian. Donoho gets a 2-run home run from Peyton Webb to left field to make it 5-2, and then Hayes Farrell hits a solo home run over center field, and that has now cut the lead to 5-3. So after a 4-run inning, Donoho has now cut it back to 2 as Hayes Farrell makes his way around the bases, I should say. It's now a 5-3 game. All of a sudden, it looks like the tide is turning, but then Whitesburg Christian would respond with a big 6th inning that would ultimately be capped off by a Luke Holbrook grand slam as Whitesburg Christian would get the Game 1 win over Donoho 12-4. So with the 12-4 win for Whitesburg Christian, that takes us into Game 2, which is a must-win game for the Donoho Falcons. Obviously, they would come up short, but we have the highlights of Game 2, so let's go back out to Donoho Falcons Field in Anniston up on the mountain. In Game 2, it's must-win for Donoho. Hayes Farrell will be the Game 2 starter. Now, this was my first time visiting Donoho for a baseball game, and I got to tell you, if you've ever been to the stadium, then you know it is truly a hidden gem down there below the mountain. Here's Coach Steve Gendron and Chris Talaga meeting before the second game. For Whitesburg Christian, they're the home team. Caleb Robinson gets the Game 2 start for Whitesburg Christian. Marcus Lawler opens the game up with a fly ball to Andrew Summers, who gets the out in center field. Donoho, we said it a minute ago, Hayes Farrell on the mound for them. He runs into some trouble in the first inning as Luke Holbrook hits one through the gap into right field. But Whitesburg Christian has 2 runners on with 0 outs. They load the bases, and Ryan Kretz hits a pop-up to Blake Sewell, who gets the out. Bases loaded, 1 out. And then Tate Walker's going to hit one to right field, and that is going to open the scoring up for Whitesburg Christian in the first inning as they take a 1-0 lead on a Tate Walker single. Then they're going to be followed up. Evan Dodd now at the plate. He's going to hit a fly ball to left field, and that is going to be a sacrifice fly for Whitesburg Christian that scores another run for them. So it is now a 2-0 lead in the first inning. Then Benjamin Pugh hits a ground ball to Marcus Lawler. Makes a great dive, but a bad throw. It's going to score 2 more runs for Whitesburg Christian, and all of a sudden they are leading 4-0 in a must-win game for Donoho. Caleb Robinson gets Peyton Webb to strike out swinging. It's a drop third strike, but the throw gets to first base in time, and Peyton Webb is out. Hayes Farrell now is going to hit a pop-up himself to Ryan Kretz, and he makes a great play right there as Ryan Kretz gets out at first base. Speaking of first base, Donoho first baseman Sam Montgomery strikes out swinging. Another drop third strike, but he is out on the drop third strike. Hayes Farrell now back on the mound for Donoho. He trails by 4. He gets Brooks Cochran to strike out looking. He follows that up by getting Chase Utley to strike out swinging. No, that is not the Chase Utley from the Phillies. That is Whitesburg Christian's Chase Utley. This time, Andrew Summers hits a ground ball to Marcus Lawler, and Donoho is going to retire the side in order. So Caleb Robinson still on the mound, though. He's going to get Jaden Cameron to strike out swinging. Then Donoho's Richard Goad, who's a senior, is up at the plate now. He's going to get a base hit to center field. Last hit is a senior baseball player for Donoho right there as he hits it into center field. Caleb Robinson responds, though, by getting Broderick McCauley to strike out swinging. Marcus Lawler now up at the plate for Donoho. He's going to get a base hit to left field. That is a single, as he's going to walk into first base safely. Next up is going to be Kai Kleckler for the Donoho Falcons, and Kai Kleckler is going to hit a fly ball to center field that is caught by Andrew Summers. Now Whitesburg Christian going to add to their lead. This is going to be a pass ball that goes off of the mitt of Kai Kleckler, and that is going to score a runner from third base. Next up is a hit into the outfield that's going to score Andrew Bolton from second base, and Whitesburg Christian opened it up. It ended up being a 5-inning mercy roll win as they win 13-0 in Game 2. Whitesburg Christian sweeps Donoho. They advance to the next round of the state playoffs, where they will play the winner of Red Bay. And I believe the winner of Red Bay, and it's done slip my mind. I apologize. But I know that Red Bay was one of those 2 that they would see in the quarterfinals. With Donoho losing, obviously, we don't have any. We only have Coosa Christian in 1A. Coosa Christian will be playing Appalachian in the third round. So it was a great season for Donoho. But again, it does come to an end, unfortunately. And I don't know why I said 1A, because Donoho's 2A because of competitive balancing. So for Whitesburg Christian, it's either going to be North Sand Mountain or Red Bay. Okay, no mind. So congratulations to Whitesburg Christian on advancing to the third round playoffs. Congratulations to Donoho on a great season. Hey, last night it was senior night for the Cleburne County Soccer program, boys and girls. When we come back, we have highlights of both games as we continue on the Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
Can I help make pancakes, Dad?
Of course, buddy.
I absolutely love these cabinets we have here in our showroom. And as much as you like these right here, the options on this kitchen over here, I think you're going to... For real, Randall?
I love this kitchen.
Let's do a kitchen makeover in your home.
Fair enough.
Seriously, guys?
We made you one.
Okay. We ought to do this more often.
We live in a world that moves quickly, and while we are able to connect faster than ever through technology, maybe you've noticed that real connection is hard to come by. Parker Memorial Baptist Church offers you a place to connect, a place to learn more about Jesus and the difference He can make in your life, a place to build relationships with like-minded believers, or maybe discover what it means to be a follower of Jesus Christ. A place to use the gifts and talents God has given you. A place where we love God and we love you. Parker Memorial Baptist Church, 1205 Quintard Avenue, Anniston. Visit our website for details.
We continue on the Locker Room on this Friday afternoon, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. I'm Namath Pitts. If you have not already, please hit that like and follow button on our East Alabama Now page. We have our East Alabama Now news tonight at 6:30 p.m. Mike Stedham and Katie Edwards have your local news. John Holder has your local weather. I wonder what street we'll be looking at tonight in terms of weather here in East Alabama. And I will be bringing you your sports tonight as well. Hey, last night it was senior night for the Cleburne County Soccer programs. Coach Morgan has done a phenomenal job. This is a pretty new program, has not been playing soccer very long. And so last night, we've definitely seen an improvement in terms of the numbers, seen an improvement in terms of the results on the field. Now, last night, it was a tough night for them against Cherokee County, but let's go out to the highlights. Let's start with the ladies. So we're going to start with our ladies' highlights right here. You see Cleburne County is going to be in the red. Cherokee County is in the white. So we got Cherokee County's got the ball, and that is going to be stopped by Cleburne County's goalie. Great job right there. Always an emotional night on senior night, no matter the sport, no matter the team. This one's going to go into Cherokee County, right back to them. Cleburne County on defense, Cherokee County on offense. Oh, good move right there by Cherokee County. Ultimately, though, another good stop. Cleburne County's goalie. That's 2 back-to-back right there. Going to put the ball back in play. Going to kick that one deep to almost midfield. Cleburne County now on offense, trying to move the ball around a little bit. Cherokee County can take back over now offensively. Cleburne County, though, gets it. Back and forth. Cherokee County mainly on offense so far. Cleburne County, though, trying to play some defense. Need to get the ball. There you go. Get the ball out of your backfield. And Cherokee County just going to hit one deep. That's going to be close. Another stop. Good stop by Cleburne County's goalie right there to prevent. That was the 3rd straight attempt from Cherokee County. They look a little gassed, by the way. Cherokee County, though, would get the win over Cleburne County on senior night, which would start our senior night festivities as you see right here. We're going to start by taking a look at the girls' senior night. See Coach Morgan right there presenting his seniors with, looks like, I'm not sure what that is. I know what it is, but I can't think of the word. I can't say it. Needless to say, though, Coach Morgan has done a fabulous job with this program, both boys and girls. And last night was senior night for the ladies. Got, I believe, their first win in program history this year, if I'm not mistaken. So certainly a lot of accomplishments for the ladies this year and nothing to hang their head about for sure. It was also senior night for the boys. We're going to start with the boys' senior festivities this time. So let's go back out to Cleburne County High School and take a look at the boys. You see Coach Morgan right there again hanging, what's the word I'm looking for? I know Hawaiians wear it, but I can't think of the name. Needless to say, Coach Morgan greeting his players. And here's an emotional one right here. Coach Morgan with his son, Noah Morgan, who has had just a lot of great accomplishments his senior year. You can see Coach Morgan a little emotional right there. Cleburne County boys are going to take the field as they get ready to start their senior night game against Cherokee County. Cherokee County now going to be on offense. Going to push the ball down the field. Cleburne County is going to take over. And Cherokee County still got it. A little back and forth action between the two. Cherokee County is in the playoffs, by the way, in Class 4A. They're going to be playing next Tuesday night at Jacksonville. Cleburne County on offense. Well, a little back and forth between Cherokee County and Cleburne County. There isn't going to be any goals, though, in the first 30 minutes or so. Pretty good defense from Cleburne County to start the show. This one's going to be kicked over. It's ultimately going to go out of bounds for Cherokee County. So Cleburne County, there's Noah Morgan right there, a senior, coach's son, going to kick it in bounds. And he sends that one about midfield. Both teams fighting for the ball. Cleburne County now going to take over on offense. Looking to move the ball around. Good job passing the ball, and it's going to go out of bounds. Cherokee County will take over. This time, though, Noah Morgan's going to put it back in play. He's got a good leg on him, by the way. That's 2 kicks almost to midfield for Cleburne County's Noah Morgan. On senior night, he's a senior that was honored before the game. You see Cleburne County now getting something going offensively. Cherokee County, though, gets right back on offense. Both teams fighting for the ball. Cleburne County, though, does a good job back on offense. Ooh, that was a good move right there. And I'm not sure if the red and black, it looks like they're still in bounds. I don't know where they draw it. Must be right there. Yeah, that's where they draw it. The red and black still in bounds. I've not been to a high school soccer game yet this season. Nathan and Ashley got these highlights. I appreciate them. I believe it was Ashley last night. Ashley, thank you. They were also at the county championship game. And I will be at Donoho on Tuesday, though. But I will say anything soccer-wise this year that you did see, all the credit goes to them because they were on top of it for East Alabama now. Cleburne County would ultimately fall on senior night. But again, it was a great season for both the boys and girls. I believe it's their second year having a program And the boys, just like the girls, have made much improvement. Hey, that's going to do it for us today. We can't thank you enough for tuning in this week. Hope you'll join us back here next week as well. Hey, hope you all have a great weekend. Stay safe. God bless, and thank you for watching The Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.